We are live.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Test. 1, 2, 3.
Right. Bum, I get stupid around microphones.
I know. It's like all of a sudden there's this thing you're supposed to talk into it
know.
and be clever and witty.
And it just makes me think of sweater weather. Sweater weather.
You are wearing a sweater today.
I am. It was cold. It was 45
yes.
degrees this morning. I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, no. But it is sweater weather.
It is sweater weather.
Welcome. I'm here for it after all the hot flashes and night sweats. I'm
Right.
here for the cold weather.
I think I was having night sweats last night and also couldn't sleep. So it
yeah.
was fun times.
Yeah.
Fun times last night.
That's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, the eyes are little smaller than normal, a little sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Just goes with the fatigue.
It does.
That's
It
okay
does.
though. So welcome to Menopause Enough Already.
Amen.
Yes, we're done. I'm Courtney.
I'm Heather.
And we are the Mac Sisters, and we're here to have fun, support, and take any questions, anything that there's nothing that's taboo. Let's say that.
Exactly. Because we're here to talk about it all.
Yeah.
We are all experiencing all these things that nobody's talking about. And so we are here to discuss them and also to support all you women who are going through perimenopause and have questions about what is happening to your body and all these symptoms that are coming up and things that you don't even realize are symptoms of perimenopause.
No, nobody's talking about it. The symptom list is forever growing, I feel like. We have a list here today of like 65 that have just been put on this list, and we all know that we're all experiencing fun little things, and we just think we're going crazy and getting old. You know,
Right.
How many times do we hear that? Oh, well, just getting old.
Just part of life.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know, you're not 20 anymore.
No.
Well, screw that. I'm done with that phrase.
No, because in my mind, I am. I'm like 25, 29. And then I see a picture of myself and I'm like, who in the hell is that?
I know. We look in the mirror or something and you go, what happened?
What happened? Overnight.
Right. Why is this going on?
So, funny story. I was with my daughter, who's 26, and she's young. She looks great, tight skin, beautiful face. And I thought we looked exactly the same until we were shopping. And I saw my reflection in a window.
Right.
It's like, who is that woman
It's like,
with
oh
my
my
daughter?
gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That mom.
it's crazy.
Isn't that a sad thing? No, I know exactly what you're talking about. My daughter recently, she's 18, went to college and discovered she needed glasses. Okay. So she has these glasses and we were able to see each other for like a 24-hour period. And she goes, oh my gosh.
Oh,
And I
no.
was like, no. She said,
Don't say it.
your face has looked the same to me for so long. And she was like, I can see all the detail in your face. And in
Oh.
her eyes, I aged like 10 years by putting on these glasses.
She said, Mom, I can see
Yes.
you
She
now."
goes, your face was just really smooth. Wah, wah. Now it's not. I see all your wrinkles,
Oh,
your
my
pores,
gosh.
and oh my gosh. So yeah, maybe take those glasses off and just keep looking at me
Oh,
through
my
those 10
gosh.
years ago glasses.
Oh, my goodness.
So anyway, yep, that's what we're here for. All the talk, all the things, and we're just keeping it real. Menopause mysteries, real talk, real women. We have experienced these things ourselves, gone through perimenopause into the menopausal stage, and the good, bad, and the ugly that comes with it and that nobody really talks about. But before we get started, I definitely wanted to give a shout out. We are coming to you from Varsity Park Studios at Varsity Park Franklin. That is Roanoke's newest innovative storage and business center. You can check them out on Facebook or at varsityparkfranklin.com. The studio is fantastic. The business center here is very welcoming and very modern, and they've done a great job renovating the space. Everyone is super friendly. So big shout out to them for welcoming us into their studio.
Yes, thank you guys so much. So, we wanted to talk today about symptoms and just kind of talk about the things that have, I don't want to say afflicted us, but the changes that we saw as we started, going through the perimenopause part of life.
Right.
And so I would say, Courtney, tell me one of the first things that you noticed, and how old do you think you were about that time?
For me, I want to say it was early 40s, and my periods just became a little more irregular. It may have been a little bit more time between periods or a shorter time length, and then they would fluctuate in length. And I chalked it up to, I know we talked on our last episode about I've always been really active and a group fitness instructor and things like that. And I just chalked it up to I'm working out too much or those kinds of things. It never hit me that this is a perimenopausal.
A sign.
Yes.
It's a sign.
I received my
Getting
sign
old.
and a light came down from heaven. No. Yeah. But I think that's the biggest, for me, the first thing now looking back. Why didn't I just pay attention and be like, you're 40 years old. Maybe you're not childbearing years anymore. Things are changing, that kind of thing. What about you? What do you think?
My cycle stayed pretty regular, so I didn't notice a change in that to start with. Mine was little things with energy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any energy all of a sudden. Weight gain was just very rapid. Like I had rapid weight gain out of nowhere.
Right.
It was crazy. And also with the weight gain, my cravings for different foods had changed. And
Like different than before. Like, because I
different
feel
than
like we all
before.
have cravings
So
and stuff.
no, different. It wasn't like a PMS craving.
Right.
It was I can't get enough bread, carbs, types of things. And my past, I have been a personal trainer.
Right.
I had done bodybuilding shows. Like
You've always
had always
yes.
been healthy and eaten well. And all of a sudden, the thought of protein, I did not want it.
Right.
And come to find out, it was all symptoms of how your body starts to crave carbs because you are exhausted. And so you're so tired, you're craving all these carbs to try and get energy to be able to function throughout the day, when it was all because my hormones were out of whack, that I was losing my energy anyway. So there was a reason for it. It wasn't just, you need to watch what you eat or, and exercise more and try and lose weight. So that's what I noticed first.
Yeah, I think a lot of times as women, we put ourselves on the back burner. Most of us are trying to run a household and shuffle the kids, and we're taxi and this school assignment for this kid and after school and that kind of thing. So I feel like sometimes we just kind of ignore what we're going through. We soldier on, we do what we're supposed to do, and we go, man, I am so freaking tired today. And we just chalk it up to I'm busy and I'm doing so much. And so sometimes we do need to take a little stock in what am I feeling? Am I sleeping good? Sleep habits change.
Yes, and that starts to change. And then, you're exhausted because you're not sleeping, because you're wide awake and your brain is going.
Crazy
It
brain
is. And it's like,
going.
oh my gosh, I have ADHD now. Well,
Right.
no, you're just, you're trying to keep it together. You do have a lot going on. And I remember I was like, I just can't remember anything. Like, I'm forgetful. And I was told, you just have a lot going on.
Yep.
You just
Yep.
have I had no more going on
Right.
than I did the year before.
Right.
So what had changed?
Right. Right.
What
Hormones.
had exactly?
Yep.
What had I done to change? I hadn't done anything. My body was going, oh my gosh, we're just gonna try and fix this because we're depleted in another area.
Well, and like you said, okay, we're not sleeping good. Brain's going crazy. So now I'm tired and I'm reaching for the energy drinks because I'm already tired. I'm
Mhm.
reaching for the carbs, the sugars, the things like
Yes.
that. And then we just feel like dog doo doo.
Yes.
It doesn't make us feel any better. And we're kind of on this hamster wheel.
Mhm.
Ladies, that's normal. That's a sign. We pay attention to what's going on.
Well, and it's not normal, and that you should accept it.
No.
That's what that's not what we're saying here. It is normal that every single woman is going to go through perimenopause and end up in menopause.
Yes, every single woman and around the world.
Yes.
This isn't just
No.
for Americans or,
No.
Germans, whatever.
Every
the
person.
entire female race.
Yes. And it's going to be different for everyone. So there are some women that I have spoken with, and they never had any hot flashes.
Right.
I was like, what do you mean you never had any hot flashes? I was walking through Sam's like when I was like 45 or so, and I will be 53 next month.
And you were laying in the
I-
frozen food.
I know. Like, I wanted to rip my clothes off walking through Sam's, and I'm like, this would be really inappropriate. If I did this, I couldn't get out of there fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was dying.
Yeah, and I think that's some of when we hear menopause, everyone says hot flashes, night sweats. Sometimes people don't experience that. So don't think you're not having symptoms or you're not in perimenopause or menopause because you're not having hot flashes. That's just one symptom. So, like I said, I have this list here, and okay, this specific list has 45 symptoms, menopause symptoms. Some of the main ones, like frozen shoulder. On our last episode, Heather was talking a lot about she had frozen shoulder.
Bad.
Yeah, like ortho, talking surgery, all of this kind of stuff. And
MRIs.
our phone calls, we're talking on the phone, and I'm like, what did you do?
Right.
She's
So
like,
even you were thinking, what did you do?
right, what did you do? Your shoulders are hurting. You're at the doctor. You're doing the MRIs. You're doing all the things. How did you hurt your shoulder? What did you do? Not even thinking. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one for ladies. Frozen shoulder. Headaches. We dismiss headaches a lot. That anytime there's hormone fluctuations, headaches, hot flashes. We talked about that, joint pain, change of sexual desire.
Okay, so first of all, as women, we are not men.
Right.
And everyone's sexual desire is different anyway. But then going through perimenopause, wherever you are on that scale just goes down to pretty much zero.
If you touch me, I will punch you in the face.
Right.
Yeah.
So your husbands really love you.
Right. Because we're hot and sweaty, and now we just
Yes.
want to punch them in the
Yes.
face.
And we've gained weight. And so we're not feeling
we
good
have
about
frozen
ourselves.
shoulder.
We have frozen shoulders, and you're flopping around on the bed like a seal because you
'Cause I
can't move.
I can't get up.
You
I
can't
can't
get
move.
up. I'm like rocking. I'm rocking, trying to get out of bed because I couldn't freaking move my arms. Oh my gosh.
I can see
Ba-dum,
Kirk.
ba-dum.
Like,
I'm a seal.
are you okay?
Getting, like throwing myself back up the beach.
And then putting your shoes on to go
Oh,
to the
give me a
bathroom because
break.
your feet hurt.
I know. I did.
Y'all, this is not, I don't know
Oh.
why our general practitioners don't have more education on this, because we're having to find out this information on our own, like our own research. And thank goodness for the women in the medical field that are pioneering. I feel like they are pioneering this menopause movement.
are.
They're helping us feel normal. Like, you are not broken. You are not alone. You're completely normal. Hey, let's do a blood panel and check your
Right.
hormones, honey,
Right.
because I'm going to tell you there are things we can do to feel a million times better.
Exactly. And when you're saying they are pioneering through this, they still don't know, because this is such a new, I don't want to say topic, but it's a new thing that the medical people are actually starting to look into.
Right.
Because so many women are standing up saying, hey, something is wrong with me.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
I-
okay.
And yes, and I want this fixed.
Right.
I want this taken care of, and I want to know how to help myself to be better. And not only that, you're not only helping yourself, but I know as I was going through things, I wanted to be a better wife.
Yeah.
I wanted my husband happy.
Right.
Because I wanted to be happy. So I knew that something needed to be done.
Yeah.
So-
Something has to change. And that was my mindset. I'm not going to live the rest of my life feeling like this.
No, absolutely
I
not.
am not. I am 40 some years old. If I live to 80, you're telling me I got 40 years of this? Heck no. I'm
No.
not doing it.
No.
So we're leading the revolt.
Yes.
We're leading the
Yes.
enough already movement.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
I'm looking at this symptom list. Itchy skin. Okay.
Did you have itchy skin?
I don't think I had itchy. I noticed the dryness.
Yeah.
Ladies, we dry up.
I was
Hair,
ashy.
skin, you
Ashy.
ashy. Yeah.
Ashy legs.
Yep.
Ashy arms.
Dry. We are drying
Ashy
up.
face.
Every ashy. Hair, everything is ashy.
And you can put as much lotion on as you want.
No.
And
You almost need to just put oil,
it's
and
a
then it
moist
like
ashy.
It's like, now I'm just sticky and my clothes are sticky.
Yes.
So
then
but
you're
I'm
sweating.
still ashy. Now I'm sweating and it's just bubbling up on my skin.
Ugh.
No, it's horrible, y'all. A big one is gut health. Gut health, crazy changes.
It's huge.
Yes, and that's a whole nother topic for another episode, is our gut health and microbiomes and the effect that our drop of estrogen has on all of those things, and how our gut affects brain health and body function and
Everything.
all of it.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
Metabolic dysfunction is
Yes.
what. So, ladies, we're doing our own research. We're doing our own stuff, but metabolic dysfunction is at an all-time high right now.
Yes.
A whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode. Inflamed, puffy appearance. My face, I had that huge. I was like, my face is huge. Ladies, gentlemen, my face is round anyway, but I was looking in the mirror like, it's a pie face.
No.
What is going
Do your eyes disappear? Mine got so round. I was like, are my eyes even open? I was looking in a picture and they look like slits. I'm like,
Right.
I don't even know. My eyes disappeared.
Right. Puffiness. That's one. Brittle nails, heartburn, dry eyes. We've already talked about body composition, that changing big time. vaginal irritation, heart palpitations, and a big one is anxiety. So,
Huge.
yeah, anxiety. And then what happens? We go to our doctor and they put us on anti-anxiety meds or depression medication. There is a time and place for those medications for those that really need it. I feel like before we hand out prescriptions, why don't we check deeper dive? Let's do
Why? Exactly.
Right.
Let's find out the
Let's
root
do a
cause.
deeper dive. Let's just not put you on medication because you feel anxious.
Exactly. I was feeling like I was going to get in trouble. Like I was going to be sent to the principal's office. Like that, oh my gosh, I'm going to get in trouble. Or like, oh, wait till your father gets home.
Right.
Yeah. That nervousness.
That's what you were
That's
feeling
what I
all
was
the time.
feeling the majority of the time. And I couldn't go to sleep because I was so nervous. And so I'd sit there and try and figure out what I did wrong. Trying to figure it out.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad.
And then ended up in the hospital because of preventricular contractions of my heart.
So is that like heart palpitations? Is that
It is a heart palpitation. Like I could feel it in my throat, like when they would happen. And of course, it would correlate with the anxiety. You know, you get nervous, you feel that nervousness or palpitation in your throat. And I ended up in the cardiac unit, like because they didn't know what was going on. And it was because of preventricular contractions in my heart. So I can randomly feel these things now, and I know what it is.
So do you feel like you're more aware?
I'm
It's on
very
your
much
radar.
aware now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we talked a little bit about this on our last episode. Heather, we're sisters. Heather has had a gamut of different symptoms and different things, and bringing more awareness has pretty much light bulb moment. This is what all of these things were.
Yes.
So share a little bit about that kind of like, I know like we said a little bit last time, but like you were being tested for all kinds of stuff, the frozen shoulder and like thyroid, like the whole thing.
I went to my general practitioner and he put me on an antidepressant.
Immediately.
No
blood work?
For anxiety.
Because you were having those.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And because I was like, I'm feeling nervous. I'm feeling nervous. Well, then a side effect of this medicine was anxiety.
Oh my gosh.
So I told him, I was like, I am getting more and more nervous. And so he was upping the medication, upping the dose.
Did he know that that was a side effect of this?
Yes.
But we're increasing the dose.
We're increasing the dose because you just need more because your anxiety is bad. Okay. So I tried it for maybe a couple months and then I just weaned myself off of it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like how I felt.
Right.
So I weaned myself off of that. So yes, I was at the doctor for anxiety, frozen shoulder, having MRIs, a cardiologist. They put me on beta blockers, which, okay, a beta blocker slows your heart rate so that you don't feel
the
palpitations. And at the same time, makes you really tired, which makes you want to eat carbs. And I was a personal trainer at the time, and I was sitting there at work.
Lay it on me. I got to hear this.
I had like a 5 a.m. client, and I am training this woman with weights. And I sat down on a exercise ball while she is doing something. I don't even know what it was. And I found myself eyes closed, just counting in a rhythmic manner, assuming that's how many she had done because I couldn't function on the beta blocker.
I'm laughing, but that's horrible.
It is horrible. Do you know how dangerous that is?
Right. And you know what? She's sitting there going, man, I got a great trainer with her eyes closed.
Exactly.
And I've done 3 and she's counted 5.
Or she's like, Heather, I'm done. Okay. All right. on to the next exercise. I mean, yeah. So that was something I experienced. So, yes, I feel like I have had a lot of life-changing symptoms, but not even realizing what it was because it probably started early 40s, like 40, 41, 42 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And and the funny thing is 39, I was 39 years old doing my last bodybuilding show.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt great
Right.
during my bodybuilding show. So that also goes to tell you how good you feel when you're eating healthy
Yeah.
and when you are eating clean.
Right.
And then the difference of what these symptoms can do to you, and then just putting the bad food in your body, and then how it disrupts everything else.
Right. Well, and we all know that perimenopause and menopause is our hormonal changing time. And hormones changing, like we said, it changes everything. And these food cravings, almost to the point like you can't control it sometimes. It's a real thing. Don't let anybody dismiss. And that's what we're here for. The women supporting women, don't dismiss it. Okay? So my husband knows I'm crazy. Like, he knows it.
We are all crazy in some way or another. Just saying that.
Right. He knows I'm crazy. And it has become a source of comedy in our home. I am on HRT. I do hormone replacement therapy, and it has been, I love it. I will do it as long as anyone will let me. But it's become comedy in our house. Like, did you forget to take your meds today? Take your meds. You know, that I don't want to make light of it, but it is kind of like that. We do feel crazy of moving into this because our doctors don't really help us. We don't really know about it. And if we don't unite as women and support each other, who's going to?
Exactly.
We're the ones going through it. That's where this podcast came from. Heather and I talk on the phone as the Mac sisters, and we are dying laughing. We are laughing so hard because we're both going through different things, different symptoms, different experiences, and we want to share them with you. We want you to know, like, okay, they're going through the same things, or okay, I'm normal when all of these things are going on.
Or when you feel like you're going to lose it and you decide at that moment that you're going to be a life coach.
Yeah, well, share a little bit with us, Heather. It's like, I'm so crazy, I got to help others.
Yes. You can only help people that something you've experienced. That's what I believe, because you understand what they're going through. No, I thought, well, one day I was just having a really rough morning. And my kids are grown and gone, so it wasn't them bothering me. But we do live on a farm, and we have 4 dogs, and they were just being a little extra needy that morning. And I had just had it. I was done. And I was just about ready to pull my hair out. Meanwhile, I realized at the same time, I was Googling how to be a life coach. And I just was like, this does not make sense. I want to be a life coach, and I'm getting ready to lose it on my dogs.
Well, hey, life coach, because like you said, of experience.
Oh my goodness.
But that's what we're here for. That's what this is about. We are going to be, and we hope that you share your stories with us.
We want you to share
your stories. You can email us at Meno, M-E-N-O, Meno Enough Already at Gmail. Also, find us on Instagram, Menopause Enough Already, and Facebook. Those are our social media platforms that please, please, please like, follow, share, and share your stories with us. We would love to have some conversations about the different things you're experiencing, maybe some of the different advice you've received from friends, family, medical professionals, and we want to be able to help, support, talk through because it's a roller coaster. It's the good, bad, the ugly. Also, Spotify. You can find us on Spotify under Menopause Enough Already. That's where we will be putting our podcasts out for your listening pleasure. And we hope that you can relate or laugh along, or you go, oh my gosh, I gotta tell them what happened. Blah blah blah. Whatever the case may be, because as we said, we're all going through it to some degree.
Right. And so Courtney said that we want you to join with us, share with us. You're not going to hurt our feelings if there's anything that you want to tell us about anything that we have said, because we laugh a lot, and we can either laugh or cry about what we're going through. And crying gives me a headache. So laughing it is.
Yep. Definitely. Again, follow us, help us have some insight into what you guys are going through. If there are questions you want to ask us, things that maybe we have dealt with, we're both in different stages of menopause, perimenopause, into hormone replacement therapy, different modalities, just all kinds of things. Throw your questions at us. If you have advice for us, like she said, give those to us. We would love to. We want this to be a community of support, a sounding board where we can encourage and make light of some of these things that we are going to be going through perimenopause, menopause. So you young chicas that it's not even on your radar, the average age of menopause the range is like 45 to 55. And perimenopause can start as early as 10 years prior to that. So you 35-year-old chicas, start paying attention. Start listening to your body. Don't put it on the back burner. Our older ladies, we're the goats, okay? We've been dealing with this. We've been soldiering on. We are thankful that we have more information than we've ever had. And we want to join that wave of support and education.
Absolutely. And like and share this with your friends, share this so that we can get more people into our community, so that we can learn from each other, build each other up, and let you know that you are not alone.
Yep.
You are not alone.
Not at all. So with that, we're going to say thanks for listening. Menopause Enough Already with the Mac Sisters. Hope you have a great day.
Thanks, and we'll see you guys next week.